welcome in a BCI program, Explore ID Aspirant Mindset. This initiative of a Board Connect India Private Limited to give a visibility to their members through this podcast. So this podcast member can explore themselves with a context of role and responsibility of independent director and through question answer session. So this question answer session will help individuals also to understand their readiness in joining as an independent director, and similar way for the other side as well, to understand how the individual is ready, right? So start with, I'll request you to give your professional introduction along with your family background, which will help audience to know you better. Please.
Sure. Thank you. Very good afternoon, one and all. And myself, Saranya, practicing company secretary, and with a decade of experiences in the corporate secretarial, legal matters, intellectual property rights, FDI, SEBI, and as well into an labor law, doing with an internal audit and statutory secretarial audit for the various companies. And I also been qualified as an independent director, and with an aspiration as a company secretary. I am been qualified as an independent director. And basically, I am come up with a background from Bachelor of Commerce with Computer Applications and MBA. And I have two daughters, and my husband is working in Coimbatore. So this is my family background too. Yes, sir. So thank you for giving me this wonderful opportunity.
Yes. So this all sounds good. So now we'll move to the next question. The question is very important for audience to understand what is the inspiration for you to become as an independent director.
Sir, basically, as a company secretary, so in overall, we can take we as an called as an or known as an governance professionals, and we are also been seeing within a lot of companies in the various industries in the various sectors. And I may think that as a company secretary, we were being well equipped or knowledge with the Companies Act, and as well with the quite of the other laws associated with the various industries. So I thought, and this independent director is not the only uh, possibility, and also even in a Companies Act, we can see about a women director. So where are many listed companies and also an unlisted public companies, there is a dire need for a women independent director in the board uh, to make them understand what is the strategical ideas and how the governance, corporate governance is very significant for the companies. So hence I thought I have to be take up this opportunity to be qualified as an independent director as well being as a woman. So that would be an additional scope for me to act as a women independent director in the uh, in the various industries. Yes.
Yeah, that is sounds good. As you are a company secretary, always is an advantage for the, I mean, listed company to take you as a independent director. Woman director as well is the opportunity for you.
Exactly.
So that is a nice decision you took. So we are moving forward. The next question is about the corporate governance. So, can you share your thoughts and what is your understanding on corporate governance, and why it is important for the listed company? Please.
Sir, because why the corporate governance is important in the sense nowadays everything like an environmental social governance or even a CSR or even in a various areas you can see that the governance is made mandated by the government. So and also many people are being also being interested to expand their business, not to being confined within one area or one place. So also, and many they are also expecting many funds from the various stakeholders. So in that case, corporate governance plays a very significant role in keeping the company and driving the company to the next stage. And also, as a professional, as a corporate governance professional, we would be having an uh, uh, guidance, or we will be giving a guidance and giving a strategical ways, and also to make them comply with all the compliances whatever is applicable to the company. And it gives them, it makes the company to be benefited, to create a trust among the people, public. And also this gives, this corporate governance will give a transparency for the various stakeholders, and also it ensures an accountability for the various stakeholders to make investments if they come for their investments, or if they wanted to buy their product or in any way. So this corporate governance gives them a strong opinion, or an uh, like a strong advice or an opinion to think about and to make an investments in such a company. So hence I thought listed companies, the corporate governance is it plays a vital role in their company when going for a public, and also for the various other stakeholders.
Yes, rightly say. So understanding of corporate governance is very essential for the independent director. Basically, it's a system of rules for practice and processes, right? By which your company can be, you can say, directed or controlled, right? So that is the reason we can say
Exactly.
that is very
And
essential.
it also, sorry for that interruption, it
Yeah.
also helps the companies to mitigate the risk and also to reduce the risk. So hence, I thought that the corporate governance is very important for a listed companies.
That's right. So, well, moving ahead, we'll now move to the one important topic which is burning nowadays, the cyber security. So,
Exactly.
as an independent director, you should have that insight about the cyber security. So, can you share your thought on cyber security?
Exactly, sir. Nowadays, many industries, or even almost all the industries, have been focusing on the technological advancements, where we are also involving into the digital transformation initiatives, right? So, from any department, you can see in a corporate, for a marketing, there needs comes from the there needs come for an digital marketing, and also for an supply chain management. Nowadays, this artificial intelligence and blockchain concept and all playing a very important and a strategical role in in even almost all the industries for their development and the growth. So, when it comes to this transformation, we can think about that the cyber security is also one very much needed, and it must also be uh, taken, addressed by the board of directors and the independent director. This cyber security, it's not only that to clearly identify whether that segment or that process requires the digital transformation, or where the data can be protected. And also the cyber security in the overall, we can see already in a practice in the internal audit, we are usually the auditors will do the systems audit, where they will protect all the uh, datas and the process and the softwares and all the implementations related to the technology. They will be taking care, and they will regularly audit and will give a report to the board. But it's just simply an reporting methodology where it was in the practice. But when coming to the cyber security nowadays, it's a very crucial, and also this system audit and the internal audit should be enhanced their scope, and also identify the various areas where the risk is involved. And also it is the data, the coming to the data is the nowadays a very much an income earning source, right? So the data should be protected properly, even the individual data or the company data or even the stakeholders data, or even the third party supplier or the contractors data, everything should be properly protected. And for that, the board has to take an steps or initiate or even make a stringent provisions to the departments to submit a proper reporting and to identify the risk, whatever has been uh, that we whatever is a possibility to be witnessed. Yes, so cyber security plays a very important role, and also the final point is that the cyber security is not only been the board has to take in care, the company at the overall has to be followed with all the compliances like an Information Technology Act 2000, and nowadays now the recent law is Digital Personal Data Protection Act. So whatever the concerned act available in India, that also has to be made properly compliant.
Right, right. So you are saying rightly, the data protection is a very important aspect. And as a
Exactly.
independent director, you must have that fundamental understanding. Because in every organization, there is a tools and techniques available. Running our organization, there is no problem. But as a overseeing operations, you must know the fundamental understanding how to do the cyber security governance, right? So
Exactly.
the moving forward, we'll talk about the ESG part. So how the ESG part is important and how you will make sure as an independent director that ESG, your company is ESG compliant. Please.
Sir, when we talk about ESG, we must have to first address on the CSR. What I have seen here is the CSR, the extended version of the CSR is ESG, right? So already the Companies Act has made a mandated provision for spending of the corporate social responsibility, some percentage in the profits of the company. And now this ESG, whereas the CSR is also being made voluntary by the many companies in India. And whereas this ESG is an actually it is an committed role that each and every company, not only the mandated companies, that each and every company has to give their commitment towards their economic, society, and also to the environment. So this ESG plays an very committed environment. I mean, a very committed role in giving an in looking after the in looking. I mean, in order to create an sustainability across the various practices what they are involved. So this ESG plays a very important role. So being as an independent director and also one among the board of directors, they have to ensure with the this ESG practices has been properly taken care by the management, because ESG it's not just confined to one spending of money, or it's not a mandatory thing. Yes.
Yes, you are rightly said that independent director should oversee the and provide the sustainability practices, right?
Exactly.
So moving forward, now we'll come to the management part. So as a director, as a board of director, as a part of board of director, how you can do the evaluation of a senior management, like a CEO or other senior management. So please share your thoughts on that.
Exactly, sir. See, as an independent directors, we have a provision under the Companies Act that it is also a mandatory provision that the board has to be evaluated on a whole. And apart from that board evaluation on a whole, the independent directors has to evaluate the executive directors. The executive director, here comes the managing director, whole-time director, and the people who are into the executive category. And the independent directors are should follow on a certain provisions and regulations as per the Companies Act to make an criteria or the checklist in doing this evaluation across the board and as well to the executive directors. So when coming to the part of senior management and the CEO and even in, the one level next to the board members, it may be an another role that they can take and help from the human resource department, because they would be doing the performance appraisal every year. And this board of directors can take up their support services from the human resource department, and also they can be sit and interviewed with the person who is working for in the category of senior management to understand what is their uh, role and responsibility, and also that how they will help in make a strategical ideas, and how is their participation into the company, and uh, and even how they are being giving a dedications towards this role. So everything that could be easily understand from the by taking an interview with them, and also we can take in a support help from the human resource department.
Right. So again, it is a very crucial task. It's not a simple task to assess them, because even though you have full
Exactly.
techniques, even though you have KPIs and all, everything is there. But again, here you have to use your interpersonal skill, your management skill, your technical skill, and all together, because you have to justify. Again, when you do the performance evaluation, you have to justify as well, right? So this way
Exactly.
you can do it. So right now we move forward for the one more important topic is the diversity. So how you believe as a independent director, so your role in promoting uh, those values in a diversity part? Yeah, please.
See, diversity comes everywhere. We are also has to be equipped with the various diverse roles and responsibilities. So, being as an independent director, we have to advocate for a diverse leadership qualities and with various talents. And we have also have to foster on the culture development, and prioritize the diversity at all the levels of organizations. And cu- uh, coming to the diversity, it also involves a risk. So, to better anticipate the risk involved in that diversity, and uh, we can contribute on the insights and potential uh, needs that is required for making a clear decisions in the diverse roles.
Yeah. So now we'll move forward with, because we understand all the aspect. We understand ESG part. We understand the cyber security. You told the management part as well. So now a very important question is, uh, which you are a company secretary, but which industry you prefer when you get a assignment as an independent director? Because that is very important to understand for audience, which industry you use a preferable choice. So please elaborate on that.
So being as a company secretary, I'm dealing with the various clients, and from across various industries like healthcare, technology related, and renewable energy related sectors. So it has not been so confined, but I am personally been more interested in giving my or given my give my dedications to the healthcare sector, because I thought that the board will be equipped with the corporate governance more for the healthcare sector, and as well for the FMCG and other other consumer products.
Yeah, that is good, because okay, you work in a different sector, but as some preference which you are given as a that is also is a very important aspect, because
Exactly.
the
Exactly.
audience can understand your preference for that. So, Saranya, this is very, I feel this is a very good question answer session. And our discussion was very good. And I'm sure that audience will understand your views or your vision on the IDs part, independent director responsibility part. So now, so we'll coming to the end and we'll conclude the session. And thanks for your time. And wishing
Thank
you
you.
all the best from Board Connect. Right? Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Yeah.